Okay, this one is about my wife, and it's called Universal Truth. All right, love, listen, you are wrong. You're wrong. You should not exist here. God messed up again. You have an Afro-Cuban bum and no music at home. Vinyl or CDs. How is that possible? That defies logic. Rest easy, have a drink. I've got an explanation. You're on the wrong fucking planet. You should have turned left at Alpha Centauri. You're on your way to Gamma 5 to spend years, decades looking for my spirit, my soul in the bodies of others. One problem, love. I'm not there. I'm here. Transforming isn't possible in any universe, so take a shortcut with a caipirinha. Me and you, isn't it obvious? You were the only girl in your tiny, tiny village with a black doll, a signal from our unborn children, an echo of days of future past. You can fight it all you want, all roads in any parallel dimension you visit lead back to me. Okay, love, let's do it your way. Take the long route, round trip through the jungles of Panama, the Amazon, then back to London. Do you like flamenco guitars? Dos cervezas por favor? Get the man behind the counter in this cantina, Bolivian bar, to crank up Bombaleo by the Gypsy Kings, and let's have it out. Pick a universe, any universe, and I'll show you how we are bound together, how we are intertwined, how we are always destined to be together. This one, Terror Prime, that's easy. Your best friend from my 1980s Oxfordshire hometown. I went to school with her brother. Need I say more? Fast forward. Want to know about my wife? She hates the limelight. We met in Peru. She has no desire to change me. And when my wife catches me laughing on our wedding day, for no apparent reason, I tell her, only me, my travel agent, and God get the joke. So, I've got new material. If only I could get this iPad to work. Okay, this is a poem I wrote about my daughter, and it's I wrote it for Father's Day, and I said to my daughter, "Oh, it's Father's Day," and she said, "So." So this is all about her. It's called Challenge. Challenge accepted. Love before she gets here. Freeze the moment in the memory. I play it cool, cause I'm cool. I know everything and a little bit more. Deep is my middle name. I know she was a girl before she arrived. Didn't have to tell me. A father knows these things. Don't let anybody tell you no different. I think the first word she said was, why? Not mummy or daddy or love, but why? I take her abroad. She sits amongst the sand dunes, treads on castles, watches, takes in every moment, every movement, refuses to rumba, not interested in the festivities, celebrating with the B-team performers, jovial about nothing more than we're on holiday and they're getting paid. She looks with side eye or over the rim of her glasses and saying the same thing every day. Are you up for the challenge of a daughter? If not, raise your game. To the bemusement of her white mother, she calls herself black. To the frustration of her black father, she calls herself English. To her geography teacher, she is a political genius. All her questions are rhetorical. You got a problem? Why? I sit waiting whilst women take her away for initiations, black girl makeup, black girl hair, black girl books, black girl role models. She comes back, looking exactly the same, sounding exactly the same, no alternate versions necessary. I ask myself why she chose me to be her dad. I have changed. She has not changed one iota. I have learnt. I know nothing. Okay, so I've been writing my next poetry collection, which Aubrey's been editing, and it's called String Theory, and it's about male mental health. So I'm going to read you some excerpts from it. And this one's called 269. You know I'm on your team, right? All day, every day. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 24/7, 25/8, 26/9. Anyway, it adds up, right? Men like us take the heaviest hits, the hardest blows. Supposed to stand resolute, are we? Tall and proud, are we? Whilst the internal masonry of the head crumbles? That ain't right. I'm on your team. You got that? Team 24/7, 25/8, 26/9. I don't care who knows it. I already shouted it out to anyone who will listen. So we can sit and say nothing. We can talk about the trivial things. The last game, the next game, the best route, the price of petrol, the price of a shit pint, until we get to the truth. While you're feeling the way you're feeling, however long it takes, know this and know this strong. I'm on your team 24/7, 25/8, 26/9. Right, this one's called Bed of Nails. Thank you for your generosity. How can I ever repay you? I've had trouble sleeping for years. A chiropractor would be good. Someone to crunch my bones back into place. After all those nights held up on street doorways, alleyways by the bins. But you've gone one better. How can I ever repay you? I dreamed of exotic beauty spa treatments in the rain. My damp clothes were hot massage towels worn in the afterglow. I dreamt of watching magical Indian healers working on me, old Hindu fakirs, aligning my body and mind in perfect harmony. But you went one better. How can I ever repay you? The flat park benches weren't doing me any good, not helping my curved spine. You took them away, shut the park at night, gave the warden a bonus for doing so. It's probably for the best. Teach me. You are so wise, so thoughtful. How can I ever repay you when all you want me to do is learn the tricks of magical Indian roadmen, spikes that come out of the ground at night, and my favourite street sleeping spot, therapeutic bed of nails, such thoughtful luxury, I feel blessed. How can I ever repay you when all I've learned to do is disappear? This one's called House. Remember when your mum said you were now the man of the house, but you still had to ask her for pocket money? Okay, this one's called Labels. OCD, I don't care. Labels are like jackets, t-shirts, you can change them when you like. You work with kids, yeah? Kids like me, yeah? Don't know whether to call you mate, dad or elder brother. Can I tell you stuff? You got me working hard, chat long, chat large. I'm moving on, I'll be in touch. Love chatting me. Thanks for the loan of the suit. Honestly, it's a bit baggy. Everything's alright, I got off the charges. Mum's still worried though, real dad's not much cop for a cop. I still don't know whether to call you mate, dad or bro. Do you fancy my mum? I got a job. They like the way I chat, easy going. It's all legit. I can sell anything, me. Windows, cars, what's in the window, what's in the car. I got caught. Might get banged up. I'm shitting bricks. Can I borrow your suit again? Did you get it dry cleaned? Sorry I pissed in it last time. You know I'm a good guy, don't you? Character reference, mate, father, brother, whatever. Out of jail now, yeah? The only thing they love in there is labels. I ain't going back. You believe in me, don't you? No messing this time. Not leaving the house unless I have to. You won't see me unless it's for a job interview. You know I can sell more than anybody, don't you? You know I can sell more than anybody else, don't you? You know I can sell more than anybody else, don't you? You know I can sell more than anybody else, don't you? You know I can sell more than anybody else, don't you? You still working with kids? You still doing that? You must be knackered. I couldn't do that. I don't know why you do it. I run my own business now. Mum's proud. I bought my own suit. Mad that, innit? So I was asked to write a poem by a friend of mine. He told me what he wanted me to do was write his life story. So I did, and I put it into a poem. And it's called How Man Was Made, Teesside Remix. We made you on red fire whiskey and Newcastle brown ale. We made you with overproof rum and golden palmos. We made you with the cool Afro jazz of desert shebeens and the ruckus of Irish pubs. We made you with snow-covered Essen Park nights, yelling at referees from the terraces and the sweet samba of Juninho's goals. We made you, your mother and me, with our own sugarcane dance, our own makosa. We made you with love and whatever others may call you. The name we gave you means the best of both worlds in the language of the heart. Okay, this one's called Sex 101. Remember when you said she could do what she liked as long as she always came back? She never came back. This one's called Shopping. Remember, I love you so much, I go shopping with you on my day off.
I'd like to say, that's not love.
My wife's heckling me. Come on, it's not on it. Hang on. It's supposed to be supportive of my poetry career. This one's called Allergies. Men don't skip. Why am I skipping? That don't make no sense. Food tastes better when you cook it, and you can't cook. Everybody knows that. Ask the kids. How many times have we burnt dinner? My taste buds must be messed up. That don't make no sense. I'm watching the same shit Saturday night programs you do. That don't make no sense. I'm bothered by the fact I'm not bothered by your stretch marks. That don't make no sense. That thing you do with flowers, stick them in a water bottle and sniff them whilst you're stuck at traffic lights. That's sweet, even though it don't make no sense. Anyway, you know how you're always telling me to look after myself? I've been to the doctor. He says it's probably allergies. He's given me a big prescription. I've got an EpiPen for emergencies and antihistamines in case it ever happens again. As I said, I've been writing this book about male mental health, and this poem I'm about to read, it took me 20 years to write, and it's the reason why I wrote the poetry collection, and it's called No Queue Jumping. What did you go and do that for? A permanent solution to a temporary problem. I have very few rules. Be kind to others and no queue jumping. I don't want to see you before your mother, father, gran and grandpa. I don't want to see you knocking on the door, begging to come in. I said, I'll see you when I want to see you. There's a reason why the Pope used to be a nightclub bouncer. What did you go and do that for? You're going to have people wondering if there was something they could have done, anything they could have done different. You're giving me work to do now. Reincarnation ain't easy. I'm going to have to slice up the memory of you, distribute it to all the people who loved you, cared for you, prayed for you. And when I send you back in some obscure form, your family and friends recognize in the face of your unborn cousins, remember these words. Feel free to shout them out loud anytime you feel bad. No queue jumping. So I'm going to do this last one from my mental health collection. It's called Rants. And basically, a friend of mine was having a really bad time, and I just had a rant at him. And I realised that I've been doing it for 20 minutes, but he did say he feel better afterwards. And then he said he wakes up really early in the mornings. So I said, okay, I'll email you basically a brief version of what we talked about, so you can read it anytime you fancy, and so you don't have to call me early in the mornings. And so he read it and said, oh yeah, you should read that out. So this is called Rant. I don't get tired. I breathe through my eyes. Can a hairdresser give themselves a haircut? They can cut the fringe, but they can't do the back. You need to trim yours now. Get a hair out your eyes. You can't see how great you are, because you're running in your own lane. Look how far you've come. Other people ain't got that. Other people can't do that. It's like you're on the starting line and you've got to race to 100. You're passing people starting from 0. You're passing people starting from 1. People who've had every advantage, people who were running before the gun went off. You were starting from -50. In real terms, you're passing Usain Bolt. You're world class. You're A star, you're A star. You don't believe me or your mates about how good you are, because we're your mates. It's only when somebody who ain't us tells you the same thing that you believe. And when you've seen them for a few times, you don't believe them either. Easy way. Write it down, take your name off, call yourself Mr. A, and mail it to somebody you don't know. Who knows about these things? Say you're asking for a friend. Write it all down, everything that you've done, how far you've come from your starting block. We're talking A. We're talking A star. We're talking A star. You're lapping people for real. So we don't do no pity party. That's not our style. So you gotta get out of bed. You hear me? You have to get out of bed. You're magnificent. When you wake up, the first thing you gotta tell yourself is, I am fantastic. No ifs, no buts. And if people don't like it, they can fuck off. I can't hear you. You need to say, I am fantastic. No ifs, no buts. 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 And if people don't like it, they can fuck off. You think I talk too much? I must be knackered. This isn't work. How can telling the truth be work? So I'll do one more, then I'll be gone. Trying to find it. So I wouldn't be allowed to leave if I didn't do this one. It's called Black Mafiosa. It's about my daughter, and it's based on the things that she said when she was very young. If you cross me, I'll cut your head off and put it in the bin. I will not cry. I'm not a nasty person, but I know some people who are, and I'm going to tell them about you. You leave me no choice. You brought this upon yourself. You don't mess with a black mafiosa. You're pathetic. You know nothing. How much do you make? You're not bringing enough money to the fam. If we weren't related, I wouldn't want to know you. I would literally cross over to the other side of the street. I know you're my mum, but I don't like you. Never have, never will. I don't think we can ever be friends. How about unnecessary acquaintances? When you're old, I'm not going to visit you or look after you.